Hello and welcome. I'm Gargi Rawat and you're watching me on youtube.com/NDTV, the site to go to for all the videos from NDTV. Now, every day we ask you which stories you want to know more about, and we give you the top 5 stories of the day. And the big story is the twist in this entire saga that's been going on of the shooter at Shaheen Bagh, the man who fired twice in the air. And yesterday the police revealed that he was a member of the Aam Aadmi Party, and pictures were actually leaked out which show him wearing the AAP cap and with leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. But now there's a twist with the family denying that he's a member of AAP. AAP versus BJP, an all-out war over the Shaheen Bagh shooter, because now the BJP is claiming that this was all an AAP conspiracy to defame Hindus. Because if you remember, Kapil Gujjar, the man who fired the shots at Shaheen Bagh when he was being dragged away by the police, he said that sirf Hinduon ki chalegi yahan pe. That means only the Hindus will have their way in this country. And so the BJP claiming that this was a larger conspiracy by the Aam Aadmi Party to defame Hindus, and so there's a lot of back and forth and a war of words over that. The other big story is that Kashmir leaders complete 6 months in jail. Remember, it was the 5th of August when Article 370 that gave special status to Jammu and Kashmir was abrogated. It was the status of a state was removed. It became a union territory, and former chief ministers like Omar Abdullah, Mehbooba Mufti, later Farooq Abdullah, and then various other leaders were all put into jails. And it's been 6 months since then, since they've been in jail without any trial, without any charges against them. And according to the law, and this is a very this is a law that's not often used of putting people in jail without charges, but according to the law, after 6 months they need to be released. So we're going to wait and see what the center decides on the fate of the Kashmir leaders. The other big story, coronavirus, nearly 500 people are dead across the world right now. In China, it's somewhere near 400 and near 490, but right now it's nearing 500 worldwide. And remember, in India as well, several steps are being taken. We have 3 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Kerala. We have several dozens of people under some sort of observation, surveillance right now, because they've arrived from China or they've been in touch with people who actually have the coronavirus. And good news for Jagan Reddy, the Andhra Chief Minister, a shot in the arm for his plan for three capitals in the state after the centre told Parliament they don't want to interfere, and it's up to the state on what they want to do. So let's talk about the big story, and that, of course, is this latest drama that has hit the Delhi elections with the Shaheen Bagh shooter, and claims that he belongs to the Aam Aadmi Party. So there's a lot of back and forth, as you can imagine, between the BJP and AAP over this. Remember, this entire election has seen a lot of statements, a lot of allegations being made. Of course, we see that every election, but for Delhi this time it's been especially shrill, and a lot of hate speech also being made. And of course, the added dimension of the Shaheen Bagh protests that have become a punching bag in a sense for the BJP in the course of their campaigning. They've been talking about how either you're with Shaheen Bagh or you're with us. So now the Shaheen Bagh shooter's family have actually denied what the police claimed, and the police saying that he's a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. So let's just take a look at what the family members had to say. So this
protesting against the CAA.
So if you can see this is the brother and this is the father of the Shaheen Bagh shooter, Kapil Gujjar, who is with the police right now. And they've released this video. They've actually left their home because of the police, but they released this video and they've sent it to the media. Let's just listen into what they had to say.
वैसे ही प्रचार हो रहा था, प्रचार होने पे वैसे ही उन्होंने जबरदस्ती आकर के टोपी उड़ा दिए, भाई ये पार्टी में वो कर लो, ये कर लो, अगर हमारा कोई मैटर नहीं है, आम आदमी पार्टी से हमारा कोई किसी से ताल्लुक नहीं है, ना कोई हमारा मैटर है, ना हम आम आदमी में ज्वाइन करी। हमारा आम आदमी पार्टी से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, ना हम आम आदमी पार्टी में किसी पद पे हैं, ना हमारा आम आदमी पार्टी से किसी भी तरह का कोई लिंक है। ये हमें खामखा बदनाम किया जा रहा है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। आम आदमी पार्टी से ना कपिल का कोई लिंक है, ना हमारे पिताजी कोई लिंक है। हमारे पूरे परिवार में कोई भी आदमी आम आदमी पार्टी के ना साथ है, ना साथ था, ना साथ रहेगा कभी।
So there you could see what the family had to say, and this is the cop, the DCP, who said that he is a member of the Aam Aadmi Party, that the pictures have been recovered from his phone.
जो ये कपिल बैसला है, उसके पिताजी जो गजय सिंह हैं, इन्होंने आम आदमी पार्टी को ज्वाइन किया था। फोटोग्राफ भी है, जो फोटोग्राफ आप दिखा रहे हैं वो फोटोग्राफ इनके फोन में है, वो अब रिकवर हो गया है।
All right, let's go across to.
So that there you can see these are the photos that actually show Kapil Gujjar, and these are the photos that are being shared in the media, and the police claiming that this shows that he joined the Aam Aadmi Party. But you just heard what the father and brother have to say. They're claiming that this is not true. The Aam Aadmi Party had come to campaign in their village, and that time everybody was given these topis and they all wore them. So really a lot of back and forth over this. So that is there you can see that's Kapil Gujjar, and this is with members of the Aam Aadmi Party. So this has raised a lot of questions, and the BJP claiming that it is a conspiracy, that it's the Aam Aadmi Party that has hatched this conspiracy to defame Hindus, because Kapil Gujjar, when he fired in the air, shouted Jai Shri Ram, and he said yahan par sirf Hinduon ki chalegi, and the Aam Aadmi Party, however, denying it, saying, about these photographs where he's seen with senior leaders like Sanjay Singh and Atishi, but they're claiming that this could be any photo. It doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't mean that he was a part of the party. His family also claiming that, but the BJP claiming that, the pictures actually show that he's joining the Aam Aadmi Party. So how can the Aam Aadmi Party actually deny it? So more back and forth over this. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal has also hit out over this morning. He gave a statement where he says that it is a petty conspiracy by Amit Shah. He says Amit Shah's petty conspiracy, and do you think we are capable of getting such a shooting done? His family has said he has nothing to do with the Aam Aadmi Party, and these are such petty stunts 48 hours before elections. Anyone can tell they are using the police before polls, because that is what the Aam Aadmi Party keeps claiming, that how is it that these pictures have been leaked out? Of course, some of the pictures actually tweeted by an AAP leader himself, and so they've been picked up from there. But the fact that the Delhi police has said this, that he is a member of the Aam Aadmi Party, has AAP claiming that the Delhi police is working at the behest of the BJP, and they're claiming that they're leaking this out to impact Delhi voters, whereas the BJP is claiming that it is a massive conspiracy that has emerged, and the Aam Aadmi Party was behind this entire shooting incident that took place at Shaheen Bagh last week. Now, the other big story that just happened today in Parliament, you had the Prime Minister speaking in Parliament, and he has announced the trust for the construction of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya in line with the Supreme Court. So that is the big story that has just taken place, where the Prime Minister spoke in Parliament, and he said, my government has decided to set up a trust called the Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra, which will take decisions independently on the construction of a Ram temple and related issues. And they were meant to announce this. The Supreme Court had said that it had to be announced before the 9th or something, and interesting that the announcement should come right now, just ahead of Delhi election. So that is another big story that we're tracking right now. And the international news has been that President Donald Trump gave his State of the Union address, and something that has generated a lot of interest over it is the fact that when he came to give his State of the Union address, the Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, as he handed over the papers to her, she took out her hand to shake hands with him, but he just turned around and he snubbed her. And this, remember, it comes in the midst of the impeachment hearing. He is going to get acquitted tomorrow. But at the end, when he finished the speech, Nancy Pelosi actually got up and she tore his State of the Union address. That they can see that visual of her tearing up that paper. So she tore up this paper, and this has created a major controversy in the United States. Many are, appreciating Nancy Pelosi for, doing this, but many are criticizing her and calling this an extremely childish act. So that is the big story today in the United States, with Donald Trump making his State of the Union address, but Nancy Pelosi afterwards tearing up the paper and really sparking off a massive controversy there. Well, that's all the time I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.